Today we're checking out the Fyro Levo, a brand new travel backpack from the guy behind the Nomads Nation YouTube channel. I'm psyched to be checking this one out today because this bag is getting a ton of hype. Thanks to Fyro for sending me this bag to check out. If you love this thing as much as I do, be sure to snag one by using the affiliate link in the description. The Fyro Levo comes in at 18.5 inches by 13 inches by 7.5 inches with a total capacity of 30 liters, and the bag weighs just 2.2 pounds. The exterior is made with a coated 330 Codra nylon, and the interior features a beautiful burnt orange 100 honeycomb ripstop fabric. The bag comes in two sizes, the 30 liter you see here, as well as a larger 36 liter version. You'll also find industry standard YKK zips and ultra durable Woojin hardware on this thing. All of this for $265 US. We're all packed up for a 2-week trip, so let's check out the features as well as what fits inside this bag. So right off the bat on this thing, you can see there's only a little bit of subtle branding right here on the front, the little Fyro F logo, which I really like. I like that this is kind of very subtle, indiscreet branding is always nice on like a travel bag like this. The other thing I noticed right away is this PU coating on the Codra nylon. It's definitely like a little shiny, as you might be able to see in the light. And it has like a almost like plasticky feel to it on the outside, which some people might like because of the weatherproofing of the material. But yeah, it doesn't feel too bad to the touch, but it is a little plasticky, just so you know. So let's first go into the main pocket here to see what we're fitting inside. This is going to be the most important pocket, obviously, for packing everything out. Your clothes are always the most important thing, obviously, when traveling. So let's check out this main pocket first, and then we'll go kind of from there, check out more of the other pockets, and then we'll look at the outside of the bag and like the carry system. So in here, I have a very nice large area for packing, and we also have the Fyro packing cubes here. So we've got 3 cubes. Everything fits in very, very nicely. For a trip like this, we're gonna go for 2 weeks, but we're packing out basically for 6 days and then doing sink laundry kind of in the middle of the trip. So we have the clothes that we're wearing on the trip, as well as 6 additional outfits, and that's gonna get us through 2 weeks. So yeah, let's start up here. In here, we have our underwear and socks. We've got 6 pairs of boxer briefs, 6 pairs of socks stuffed in to this little Fyro packing cube there. Let's put that over there for now. And then this other Fyro packing cube, which is the same size as that one, these are a little bit smaller. We're gonna fit an additional pair of pants and then a pair of gym shorts in here. And this one's not fully packed out. We could actually fit more clothes in here if we want to. But this is what, this is all I really need for a trip. These are also expandable, so you can get a little more literage out of these if you do need to pack more in here. But I have them compressed right now because, yeah, I don't need too much when packing for a trip like this. Another thing that we should talk about real quick is this orange color on the inside, this like honeycomb, kind of like burnt orange. I really like this. Like, this is a really, really nice interior color. I think this looks, yeah, really, really sharp. So great job, Fyro, with the interior color. It looks really great. And then our large packing cube, which is also compressible, expandable. This is going to fit our t-shirts for the week. So we have 3 short sleeve shirts, 3 long sleeve shirts. Should give you some good versatility for a trip, especially this time of year when it's kind of like cold but warm, kind of the weather's all over the place. But yeah, if you need to kind of bring more warm clothes, I suggest wearing those on the plane. So layering up on the plane is super important. If it's bringing an additional sweatshirt that you're gonna wear, or an additional like overshirt or chore coat, definitely wear those on the plane because it just frees up some room inside your bag. So on the other side here, on the front panel pocket of the interior, we're gonna have two large zipper pockets. In here, I'm going to put my toiletries bag because this fits perfectly in here for this Pioneer one that I always use while traveling. And then this upper pocket, this is like a mesh material up here. And I'm gonna put my laundry strips in there. Just a nice, easy place to put things. So let's go ahead and put this stuff back in, and we'll start looking at the front pocket, like our admin panel pocket. As you can see, these packing cubes were made to go specifically with this bag. So they are going to fit in here perfectly. So yeah, if you do decide to purchase this bag, I suggest going with the packing cubes too. It makes it like a really, really easy experience. Nice zippers on here too. You got the YKKs. They feel nice to pull around. The zipper pulls are pretty nice too. Yeah, cool. So next you're gonna have this front panel, and this zips about, like 2/5 of the way down, so not halfway down, but about, 2/5 of the way down. You're only getting zipper, like the zipper pull only goes one way, so from left to right, so just be aware of that. You have the two zipper pulls down here for the main pocket, so you can open up either way, but for this pocket here, you only have the one that goes left to right. So yeah, just be aware of that. If that is a deal breaker for you, if you're trying to pull your bag around and you only like to go one way or the other, this one only goes from left to right. So it's gonna fold this down here and take a look at what's inside. This pocket goes all the way down to the bottom. So you have tons of space down here all the way to the bottom. So a lot of leaderage is gonna be here in that front pocket. But in here, this back pocket here goes about halfway down the bag. And in here, we're just gonna put our Bluetooth headphones. Next over here, we just have a pen for the trip. And then in this mesh pocket, I'm gonna put a little notebook. And then in this pocket, we just have a little power bank. And then down here at the bottom is where I'm gonna put a bunch of bigger stuff too. So in here, we've got a book. Put a book down there, fits very nicely sideways. And then, since it's a longer trip, we'll bring our Nintendo Switch Lite. Still need to get a Switch too, one of these days, we'll see. But yeah, that kind of fills out that bottom pocket. But as you can see, yeah, that's a big, big pocket there. So you can definitely fit things like sweatshirts in here, or windbreakers, different things like that are definitely gonna fit in here as well. You also have a little spot for an air tag up top. And then this would be if you wanna attach like a key leash or something to go down into here. So let's repack this stuff, put these down at the bottom again. Let's put our notebook in here sideways, our pen, and our power bank, as well as our headphones. So yeah, it all fits very nicely in there. The next pocket we have is the back. Let's go ahead and look at that laptop compartment back here, which is, very, very, very well padded. Even this spot up here is very well padded, and it kind of protects the top of your bag too. But yeah, we just have our MacBook in here, our 13-inch MacBook in that area. Also up top here, you have like a kind of quick access pocket. This is like lined with like a little bit of a nicer microfiber-y material. I just put my chargers in here, but you could put something like sunglasses in here for quick access, just be able to open and then, grab those from there. But I think this is good for chargers too. So computer charger, phone charger in there, keeps those separate. Yeah, and then for this too, you only get the zipper one way. So for this compartment, you're only, again, going the same way left to right when opening up the bag. So besides that, while we're on top, let's take a look at these handles. They have some very, very plush handles on this bag. And while they are nice, they might be a little much, to be honest. Like, they're a little too much for me. As you can see, they really, really hang off the side of the bag there. I think they just need to be like a little more flush to the bag, because this is, yeah, when you're not using it, it does like protrude out quite a bit, which is not my favorite thing, like stylistically. I think it looks like a little bit awkward, to be honest, and just like a little too like puffy up there. So maybe on the next iteration of the bag, you can honestly get these like a little more flush to the side and just give the bag a better shape stylistically. On the back here, let's take a look at this back panel. You've got this little hook right here. So if you do want to hook this to something, like you're going to the bathroom in the airport, you can hook the bag via this instead of the top handle. You also have these load lifters up here. So when you put the bag on, tighten these up so it can be nice and snug against your shoulders. Just going to help distribute the weight a lot better and make it a lot easier to carry, especially when you're all packed out. These shoulder straps are, yeah, very, very nice and robust. I really like the padding on these. Really, really, really comfortable. And same with the back panel. Very, very, very comfortable carry, which is always super important. The two things that are like most important for me is the style of a bag, and then the comfortability, like how comfortable it is to carry is like a very close second. And this one, yeah, is very, very comfortable. Has a really nice back panel, and you got a lot of padding in there. So that's really nice. You got your luggage pass through here too, vertical. So the bag stands up vertically on your roller luggage, which is nice because that front admin pocket, everything is set up vertically. So very easy to use there. You also have a little hidden pocket back here, and this goes about to the middle of the bag, so in that area, but this is a perfect spot for your passport. So basically like a passport pocket. Also, while like going through security, you can put your phone in here, you can put your wallet in there. Just a nice place to kind of store everything while you're moving through security, and then you can, you know, take it out afterwards. And then lastly on this bag, oh, I forgot to mention sternum strap here, which is also just nice to have. But yeah, this thing works well. You can adjust that too. You can move that up and down here to your liking, wherever it fits well for you. And then lastly, on this side, instead of a handle, there is a water bottle pocket. I've been seeing a lot of bags recently using this kind of like stretch mesh for that, which is really, really nice. Yeah, this is like my favorite type of water bottle pocket at the moment for travel bags. I usually only use like a 16-ounce bottle, so it fits in super easily with something like this. But I'm assuming you can fit 24, like much larger bottles, and it's probably going to stay pretty well in here, I would assume. This has like elastic material at the top too, in addition to the stretch mesh, so it kind of will also keep it more in place up here with that on the top.
So that's the Fyro Levo Backpack. And I gotta say, I think this is a really great option for both 2-week carry-on as well as weekend personal item only travel. You're technically a little bit over on the height for the personal item, but I think it'll definitely pass. Also, at just 2.2 pounds or 1 kilogram, you can comfortably stay under that 7 kilogram limit that many airlines have. It's super easy to pack out this bag, especially if you're using the Fyro packing cubes, as they were designed to fit in here perfectly. From a design standpoint, the bag looks nice, although it's pretty plain overall, so it does fall into that standard black bag category. Also, I'd love to see some new grab handles that don't stick out as much in future iterations of this bag. They're just kind of too beefy from a style standpoint, in my opinion. But overall, I do think this is a great bag, and you would totally be happy with your purchase if you decide to snag one.
So lastly, let's just take a look at what I've been listening to this week. and this is the EP Be With by Koushik. And Koushik is a multi-instrumentalist producer who put out a lot of music in the mid-2000s, specifically on the Stone's Throw label. He hasn't done anything for a long time. I know he has toured with Caribou in the past, but yeah, Koushik put out like a couple EPs and a full-length album and kind of called it a day. But his discography is some of my favorite from this era of Stone's Throw, that kind of mid-2000s Stone's Throw. You can also find a remix EP that he did of the Mad Villainy album, which is fantastic. But this one here specifically is a great mix between psychedelic folk and jazz and hip hop. It's kind of a really cool mix of multiple genres. But yeah, I highly suggest checking out Koushik. He's just, very unique, and I don't know, I just kind of wish Stone's Throw would put out some more stuff like this. I wish we could find him. I haven't heard like anything about Koushik since the mid-2000s, so yeah, hopefully there's new music. I mean, there's hope for it. It's been like 20 years since he's released anything, but yeah, we'll see. Maybe someday. But yeah, with that, thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.